Okay, new week of live streams. Here we go. Gonna do my stand because Tuesday is often quiet, so I'm gonna start making a cocktail. I feel like it's well since I've made a cocktail here during the stream. Maybe it has been a little while. That's what happens when you get 3 months ahead. You're a bit casual. I don't have to do it if I don't want to. But let's set up this around here. All right. Okie dokie. Put this camera on. Okay. Let's get the GoPro happening. Just singing descriptions of what I'm doing. So why not? As I fill in a bit of time for anyone who joins. Doing the usual warm-up, making a cocktail. Put that there. Now, there's a longer one first. Fanciulli. Yes, I have arbitrarily decided I'm making fanciulli. Okay, celery bitters. One for the net. Bitter here. Into the mysterious god of mystery. Oh, that's running a bit low. All right, for the net. Let's go. Raymond Bacon whiskey. And rye whiskey. What is my rye whiskey? It's over here. No, move cuts. Geez, Gospel, are you going to bring out another limited edition? I won't buy it if you do. Ceylan's just here. That's that. So we want this one for le measurements. For a second, I thought that was a clean. Okay, first comment deserves a hello, Justin. Hello. Just making a cocktail. Let's get ready. There we go. Rye whiskey. I'll get Zeta one poured. Okay. Got a decent this. I should. Chill my glass. Just look something up just before I start. Hey, Heine, how you doing? My usual Making a cocktail at the start of the stream. Fanciulli. Where's it made? Fanciulli for the boys. Yes, I have a Blue Yeti microphone right here. All right, let's get this ready. Stirring the cocktail. Ah. All right. So. All right. First, we'll make it a cocktail. Sweet vermouth. Definitely. And 3 drops of saline. There's more than a third drop. Okay. That's that a bit. A jar of cherries. Hey, Strictly Sega, how you doing? Late. I just saw the whole thawing meat saga, Justin. Just going to have a late dinner. Fair enough. The Spira cherry. Becky, you. Realized I was taking a risk there. Might have speared my finger. It's a bit bloody casual. All right. Now, ice. Okay. Let's do this. It's stirring out. Right, how's that going? And stand this up. All right. That is Le Cocktail made. First of the evening. Ah. Eased up a zip. Die photo de publicité, or the thumbnail as the case may be. There we go. Und Fraggle Rock, honestly. Stumbled and almost knocked everything off the thing. All right, now. All right. I'm going to set the shit all tangled up. Oh, come on, what the fuck? Honestly. Trying to fuck with me. Okay. All right, let's get this set up. All right, let's all right, that'll do. Turn this one on. Should have done it the other way, but that's okay. Okay, that's ready. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a Manhattan variation that is about 100 years old. It's called a fanciulli, which is apparently Italian slang for boys. The boys? Is it a drink for the boys? It is Manhattan with a little bit of extra Italian in it, a little bit of extra bitness. That is mainly coming from just a bit of Fernet Branca in there. Admittedly, in the early 20th century, a sweet vermouth would have almost always been Italian in bars, I think. If you know me, you won't be surprised to learn I am using an Australian sweet vermouth and also Australian spirits. It is a split in the spirits. It's a rye whiskey and a bourbon in the original recipe. I'm using an Australian rye whiskey. This is from the Gospel Distillery. This was aged in former vermouth casks, which I think is quite appropriate for a Manhattan variation. Don't you make that noise, Ice? And rather than bourbon, I'm using an Australian corn whiskey from Western Australia. This was actually done more or less to the rules of bourbon, but of course can't be called bourbon because it's not American. So this is Raymond B. corn whiskey. These all come together to make the fanciulli. Let's give it a taste. It's a nice combo. It's a Manhattan with a little bit of extra bite. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, put 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of rye whiskey, then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of your bourbon style whiskey, and then 3/4 of an ounce or 22.5 mils of sweet vermouth. And then we're doing just 1/4 of an ounce or 7.5 mils of Fernet Branca. Just to make the flavors pop a little, I'm adding 3 drops of saline solution. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass and a simple, elegant garnish, a maraschino cherry on a skewer. There are a lot of Manhattan variations out there. This one's been around for a while. If you want something, like I said, it's got a little bit of extra zing. The finette gives it an edge that a regular Manhattan doesn't have. If that sounds interesting to you, I recommend you give this one a try. The Fanchuli. Cheers. All right. Just do my usual blurb, but that's okay. Put that down, and I'm going to sit down for a while. And maybe make another video a little bit later. I have an interesting sounding mezcal cocktail I want to make. Okay. Turn off the bright light. So I've got a bit more mood lighting. Good lord, good lord, good lord. Okay. Put the cherry in there to get a bit of flavor. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Not my favorite, but interesting. And it's actually got a bit of character. It grows on one. Just damn it. I was going to bring a different non-alcoholic drink in here and forgot, but I do actually have a non-alcoholic drink in here, so maybe I'll just have that. It is, well, like I say, if you're not put off by bitter, and it's not super bitter, it's just a little bit more bitter than a Manhattan would be. But it's a nice full-bodied drink. Little bit of, this is my dinner still between my teeth. A little bit of extra sharpness from the Fernet Branca. But so it's actually not a huge variation from a standard Manhattan, but it is noticeably different. A bit more herbal. How many what can I get in a row? Should I even be asking? Anyway. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, see, it blows my mind that they even have laptops for $300 to $400. I'm so old. I remember the entry level laptop was always $2,000, and what was entry level changed, got better year on year, but it was always $2,000. Then we just hit this tipping point, and really quite serviceable laptops started getting sold for a couple $100. I know that one. What movie features TPS reports and 15 pieces of flair? That is, oh God, I know the movie and I'm seeing it. Jennifer Aniston gets stuck with the 15 pieces of flair. Office Space? Office Space. Brian De Palma directed Scarface. What famous director wrote it? Oh, I did not know a famous director wrote Scarface. Is it Scorsese? Yeah, 16 gigabytes RAM for $300-400 is pretty good. You haven't died from thawing out meat in front of a heater, Justin? Okay. As I say, needs must when the devil drives. And you have a thaw setting on your microwave? Oliver Stone wrote Scarface. I never knew that. And that's not even like, sometimes when you can't think of the answer to something and someone gives you the answer and you get, I knew that. I had no idea it was Oliver Stone. Question 3, Sam Mendes converted stories from his grandfather and made what movie? Jesus. I'm not that familiar with Sam Mendes' oeuvre, so I'm not going to get that one. That actually feels like one I'll go, oh, when you say what the answer is. I don't know what that one is, though. Oh, 1917. What? Sorry. Are you saying he made 1917 or that was the answer? I'm familiar with Sam Mendes. So you're saying the answer to the question is 1917? I have seen that movie. I'm sure I've seen several Sam Mendes movies, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. Let's have a look at his IMDb. Sam Mendes, British film director. Ooh, just a little bit older than me. Oh, God, he did American Beauty and Skyfall. And Spectre, he did 2 Bond movies. Jarhead, Road to Perdition, the 1993 version of Cabaret. He's done some Shakespeare. He's done a lot of Shakespeare, actually. Oh, there you go. I have seen several Sam Mendes films then. 1917, American Beauty, Skyfall, Spectre, Road to Perdition, Jarhead. Yes, that's true. Apple computers are still ridiculously expensive. Question 4, A Space Odyssey. What's the computer? Oh my God, that's so easy. HAL. Okay, I'll ask you a question back. Do you know why it's called HAL? That's like a coded name, essentially. So, because it's just one of the more famous lines in movies. Open the pod bay door, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that. Okay. Hal, HAL. Transpose the letters of the name one letter forward. It's IBM. That's where the name comes from. It's an IBM reference. Oh God, Micro having a fight. How offensive is hope your daughter can grab a decent person with you as a mother? I mean, them's fighting words. I don't know that it's super offensive. It's certainly fighting words. Conversation can no longer serve it. Oh, the lines Hal does are fucking trippy. And honestly, my favorite reference, and there are so many good references to it. There's a creepy scene where the astronauts are in an airlock because they think Hal the computer's going crazy, and they have to do something to stop the computer. And they're in the airlock because it's a vacuum, and Hal can't hear them. But then you get a Hal point of view, and you realize Hal's reading their lips, and so Hal knows they're plotting against him. And in an episode of Futurama where the uh, Planet Express ship computer goes off the deep end because of Bender, uh, Leela and Fry are in the airlock plotting what to do to shut down the ship computer, and it's the same shot with the ship point of view zooming in on their lips, you know, uh, and then the ship computer goes, "Oh, I wish I could read lips." Honey, all the writing in the Apollo missions was IBM's in front of house. Yes. Although the movie Hidden Figures about the women, the black women who did the mathematics for the moon landing and learned how to use the IBM computers, which is mostly true, is a real eye opener. Like the actual IBM engineers who were setting up this big computer really didn't know how to make it do the things NASA wanted it to do. And these women worked it out. Okay, fun fact. Woke up 1 minute past the notification, went live. Nice. Wait for me to be done with. Well, I'm probably going to make one more cocktail, honestly, but a short one. Just a really interesting sounding one, mezcal based. And I might do it now to get it out of the way. Actually, this one's just a short, which YouTube apparently still wants us to do, even though TikTok's letting people do longer and longer videos because they realize they can't actually make advertising money off short videos. Okay, question 5. Fish called Wanda. What do the thieves steal? Good. That's a good one. Ooh. A gemstone? Is it a gemstone that is hidden in Wanda's fish tank? And you gave blood yesterday. Oh, I took this on. There you go. Well, it was a noble thing. Okay, it was. What was it? It was diamonds. Oh, it was multiple diamonds. And it was hidden in Wanda's fish tank. Yeah. Oh, and the key. The key was in the fish tank. But don't they put the diamonds? Am I thinking of something else? Is that another movie? The key to the safe was in the fish tank. Okay. I'm obviously thinking of another movie where they hid jewels in plain sight. It was like in the pebbles of a fish tank. Google Albany, New York weather. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm going to look that up. Albany, New York weather. So you're hitting 34, 36, 36, 31, 31, 32. Yeah, no, that's fucked up. Then a thunderstorm, 29 and 30. No, that is a fucked up week, man. That is too much fucking heat. All those days over 30, that's getting fucking nasty. Like 36 is super high, and that's 2 days in a row. Man, that is fucked up. We're having a really cold week, coldest week we've had in ages. The chips up his nose thing. Again, I haven't watched A Fish Called Wanda in ages, and I remember really liking it. And what was the Last Week Tonight episode, by the way? Yes, I've heard of Nebula. That's because I watch Philosophy Tube, who's one of the main people promoting Nebula. And it's a wonderful concept, a subscriber-driven thing, but I got too many subscription-driven things at the moment. So Project 2025, what's that? That's something like the Republicans are doing in the US, as a guess? You like complaining about the cold more than you dislike the cold. We are having the coldest week we've had in probably 4 or 5 years. Which is to say not that cold, because we've had really mild winters for a while, global warming. And July is typically our coldest month. So to get really cold weather mid-June is the thing. Oh, cold. How cold is cold? Okay. Well, I'll just give you the lows because I'm talking about. Okay, so our low tonight is 1 Celsius, so just above freezing. Then 4, 6, 7, 4, 4, 7, 7. So quite low. Again, this is not New York winters, right? And the maximums are 13, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 13, 14. So yeah, that is the coldest week in at least 4 or 5 years. So it's not record setting, but it's cold. But I think it depends on your sensitivities, how much you can tell with those little differences. I think it varies. Oh yeah, 0 Celsius is fucking cold anywhere, quite honestly. Oh, well, actually, if you really look at the history of Hitler getting voted in, it's quite interesting. Uh, I mean, I'm not going to judge anyone else. I personally think leaving heaters on overnight is a bad idea. Just snuggle up in bed. So, strictly say, over more than 900 pages, it calls for sacking thousands of civil servants, expanding the power of the president, dismantling the Department of Education. Oh, yeah. The Republicans are getting crazy pants. If Trump wins the election, it's probably going to be wild. They're all jokes about people getting confused between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Okay, I'm going to really quickly make a short video. To be fair, freezing starts to happen prior to 0 Celsius, but 0 Celsius is when it freezes solid. Oh, yeah, New York's notorious for really cold winters, though. That's a good question. I think Canada uses Celsius. Both the British and French influence. I reckon they have to use Celsius metric measurements. Let's get set up. Wow, I can feel that one cocktail. And it wasn't even super strong. Okay, this will be interesting. This is a lot of mezcal, which is really smoky. So it's probably going to provoke a strong reaction in me. I'll either love it or hate it. Okay, where's my phone over here? What is silly sausage? Okay, eventually you go from to doing. Pearl of Puebla. Mezcal yellow chartreuse. Yellow chartreuse. Yellow chartreuse. I seem to be using a lot of yellow chartreuse. So, Finette, you can go back in. Ugh. Beat the moose. You can go over here out of the way. I don't want you in shot. Right. Close this cupboard door. Okay, put Savoy whiskey back there. Corn whiskey back there. Mezcal. Peloton de la Muerte. Mezcal artisanal. Got the worms in it that I've been saving for years. Sorry, what else do I need? Mezcal, yellow chartreuse, absinthe, and lime juice. Do this absinthe, I think, keeping it clean. Okay, lime juice, which I have here. Add lime juice, make a shop at tomorrow and get some limes. Lime juice and I've got a syrup. Okay. Take the stoppers out. Alrighty. Alright. 50 ml mezcal. Do 22.5 mils yellow chartreuse. Oops. Okay. Okay. Right. I want my tinny. Oh, this scoop. I have not used this for a while. Yeah. The net flavor hangs around. A bit more ice in here. Vanilla ice, ice baby. So, we are ready to go. Okay, so all right, we switch that on. Okay, let's go. The yellow chartreuse, which I did too much of, but fuck it. And 22.5 mils of lime juice. And finally, 5 mils of agave syrup. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. I didn't record that. Well, fuck it. We're not making the video anymore. I'm just making the cocktail. Oh, fuck it. Well, okay. If I like this, got some ice. If I like this, I'll make it again another time for a video. Okay, what a dork. Well, paid close enough attention and the camera didn't actually start, so boog it. Oh, that is super annoying though. Anyway, stoppers back on. Room's been diluting in there. This on. Close that up. Yeah, alright. Shaky, shaky time. Both this shit. That was pretty fucking annoying. But I won't stress too much about it. I'm going to put that theory in there. And I'm going to move that. And it's all going to be good. All good in the hood. God damn it, what a silly sausage. Proposes the entire federal bureaucracy, including independent agencies such as Department of Justice, be placed under presidential control. In practice, it would streamline decision-making, allowing the president to directly implement policies in a number of areas. It's, look, the Republicans are monsters. Do we get a sudden fast forward of a slide into fascism? Who knows? Okay, what do I think of that cocktail? It's kind of weird herbal margarita alternative. Don't love it, don't hate it. 7 out of 10, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can watch last week tonight on Foxtel. I've been super lazy, and just every now and then it pops up on YouTube, and I think the episodes pop up on YouTube a couple of weeks after they first screen. And I just like, that's right, I could watch last week tonight. No. I'll watch it on YouTube. Pat, I got to look Discord, do I? All right, let's look up Discord. What is our man Pat telling me? You saw Inside Out 2. That's your movie of the week? What is our ranking for Inside Out 2, Pat? Oh, yes, movie trivia. Yes, do it. Yes, I did see that Jerry Seinfeld's doing an Australian tour. Cringe as fuck. Oh, you liked it too? Okay. 4 out of 5. Nice. Not as good as the first one. It's very difficult for a sequel to be as good as the first one, but, to rate it 4 out of 5 is pretty high. And I thought Inside Out was a particularly good Pixar movie. So, Pat, what's your ranking for Inside Out 2? And hey, Foxy, Shadow Foxy, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, post-credit scene. There was good post-credit stuff in Inside Out 1. Pat says 20 out of 20. Nice. Good ratings. Actually, I think I broadly agree with you, Pat. You've been giving the movies for the last couple of months, you've been giving them top ratings. But I think you have been going to see pretty good films. That's Sir Ian McKellen in hospital after a sword fighting fall in a plane. Is he? Let me look that up. He's a very old man. See if I can find him. Ian McKellen. Rushed to hospital after falling off theatre stage. Guardian says expected to make speedy recovery. What does ABC News say? 85-year-old 2 hours into the show when he fell. West End production of Player Kings. Never heard of it. It was cancelled and the crowd left the theatre. Audience was shocked to see the fall, according to someone on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. Fuck you, Elon Musk. You fucking moron. Oh, spokesman for the show said they were grateful, well wishes. Following a scan, brilliant NHS team have assured us he'll make a speedy and full recovery. He ends in good spirits. Production has made the decision to cancel the performance on Tuesday so Ian can rest. It's an adaptation of Shakespeare's Henry IV by Robert Eek, in which McKellen plays Falstaff. Wow, that's a really interesting character for Shakespeare. Sorry, for McKellen to play. Because in my mind, Falstaff's like my build and also not as old as McKellen, but that might be a later. I don't know. Ooh, that's a good question. What was the subtitle to the sequel Top Gun? And I have seen it. Just Maverick, wasn't it? Top Gun 2 Maverick? Yes, Afra, I did see that. You mean billion, not million. And that's one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen. That is an outright criminal act. Anyway, question 7. What does Tom Hanks call his volleyball? Wilson! Question 8. What 80s thriller starred Michael Douglas and Glenn Close and Ann Archer? That would be the famous bunny boiler. Oh, God. As soon as I said bunny boiler, I threw myself off. Fatal Attraction. I'm on a roll with this movie trivia. But then again, that's one of my strong points in trivia, depending on the actual questions that are asked. Of course. All right, New South Wales budget came down. Who cares? I'm not in New South Wales. Chinese were being dickheads. Big surprise. Commercial plane rerouted to pick up stranded New Zealand Prime Minister after Defence Force jet breaks down. Whoops. Tesla owner reveals true charging cost of 3,000 kilometre road trip. Took him 60 hours. Said it cost $321.44 to charge it for the road trip. About $10 per 100 kilometres. If petrol's $2 a litre, that would be $16.08 per 100 kilometres, which is, of course, quite the saving. He says, I was using the most expensive chargers, the Tesla superchargers. Could have been less for other car owners who have more time on their hands. That's really just a PR thing for Tesla. But anyway. Okay. Age of Ultron. Who creates Ultron? Well, Tony Stark. Oh, the original couple. Okay. Klugman and Lemon. Starts with a really dark scene where Lemon's character is booked into a cheap hotel just to commit suicide. He's going to jump out the window, but the windows don't open. Question 11. De Niro and Pacino play cop and thief in Heat. Who plays the cop and who plays the Heat? Well, okay. Pacino's the cop and De Niro is the thief. Yeah, I inhaled at the wrong time. If you do that, it was literally just bloody saliva I choked on there. After Night of the Living Dead, Romero made 5 more Dead films. Okay. Uh, uh, Day of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Book of the Living Dead. What's it? Dawn of the Dead? I don't know if I'm getting confused there, if there's Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead, or if it's just Dawn of the Dead. But I know there's Dawn of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead, Book of the Living Dead. I like Romero's zombie films, particularly Book of the Living Dead was just a classic that the humans were more fucked up than the zombies. Ah, okay. So it's Dawn of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Living Dead, Land of the Living Dead, Diary of the Living Dead, Survival of the Living Dead. Okay. Oh, Return of the Living Dead wasn't Romero. Okay. They just franchised the name, I guess. And I also agree Shaun of the Dead is pretty good. In fact, I'd call it very good. Because besides fun zombie stuff, it's got really good emotional stuff in it as well. I tell you what I found disappointing. Jim Jarmusch's The Dead Don't Die. For a lot of the movie, I was on board, and I thought it was okay, but I thought the ending was really bad. The dude who made Alien, Ridley Scott, and I also agree Nick Frost and Simon Pegg are great together. How busy was the CBD? It's just generally kind of busy. I wasn't in on Monday, but what I have noticed is now the train station car park fills up on Monday and Tuesday. I mean, I get there early, so there's still spaces, but when I come back in the afternoon, it's always full. Okay, a hard one. That's what she said. What sex comedy was Woody Allen's first screenplay? Was that everything you wanted to know about sex but were afraid to ask? Dan O'Bannon. Okay. Oh, you mean wrote Aliens? Yeah, didn't Ridley Scott direct Alien? Or am I wrong? I recognize Dan O'Bannon's name. Okay, here's the weirdest bit of Woody Allen trivia I know, besides the fact he's a creepy trivia. Oh, okay. We're calling What's New Pussycat a sex comedy. That's kind of fair. Yes, Woody Allen is a fucking creep. But I read Woody Allen published a book in the 70s. I think it's called With Feathers. And it's just short chapters and funny stories and whatnot. And one is like a short script about mob mentality, essentially. He ended up using that in a film 20 years later, almost word for word. It was really weird. It was in the movie, it was just the opening scene. But yeah, it was originally published in a book in the 70s. Okay, who was not a Mister in Reservoir Dogs? White, blonde, red, blue, orange, pink. White. I don't. Oh no! Wait. Red. I don't think there was a Mister Red. It's either white or red. I'm confusing myself, I think. But my actual guess is red. I don't think there was a Mr. Red. Yeah. Justin, it's your birthday weekend. You and your friend with benefits. Yes, that's a fucking birthday, mate. Getting some fucking action. That's a fucking birthday. Micro, growing up, you thought he started dating a kid he had with a new wife. Found out it's not that. Oh, it's creepy, not necessarily illegal. It is creepy and fucked up. There is some suggestion that he started when she was underage, which is a crime, obviously, but she said no. Mia Farrow said yes, but Sun Yi said no. I think they're still together. Although I'm not sure. We'll look it up. Is Woody Allen still alive? Yes, he is. Is Woody Allen still with Sun Yi? She is still with him. Wow. Sun Yi Previn. She was adopted by Mia Farrow and Andre Previn when they were together. And then Mia Farrow split up with Andre Previn and started up with Woody Allen. And Woody Allen started up an affair with their adoptive daughter, Sun Yi. So they're actually still together, I think. Taking a leash. Kinky. Oh, there is terrible sort of suggestions about grooming with him. Oh, wait. What monsters did Jeff Daniels and John Goodman face in 1990? Spiders, wasn't it? We're talking about Arachnophobia, a movie I love. You have Rich Old, yeah, but you're already out. Yeah, there is very creepy suggestions of grooming with him. I loved that movie. Arachnophobia, awesome movie, and John Goodman is fucking hilarious in it. He's basically the comic relief in the movie because Arachnophobia would be genuinely tough going for someone who's scared of spiders. I love the morality, Micro. If you're being cared for by an old lady, she could hit someone with a car because she's old and can't see. You're not going to say dick. John Goodman is generally very funny, but he is the sole comic relief in Arachnophobia, and he's very good. And he is exceptionally good and unhinged in Big Lebowski. Yeah, is with me and pub quizzes, Safa, it really depends on the questions. Either I fucking smash it, or they just happen to ask questions that I don't know the answers to, and I'm shit. It's usually one or the other. Oh yeah, John Goodman as well. Not that he was being comedic, but in the old Coen brothers film, Bart and Fink, he's extremely good. He's done a couple Coen brothers films, but he's extremely good in Bart and Fink, which is a weird movie. That's almost superfluous to say that a Coen brothers film is weird. It's a young John Turturro is the lead in that. And I saw that in the cinema when it was a new release because I'm old. And yeah, strictly say, I broadly love Coen films. Fargo is an extremely good film, and I also love the Fargo TV series that tells 3 different seasons, 3 completely different stories at different times that tell stories that are either obliquely or directly related to the movie. Oh yeah. Oh no, Justin. Macron's wife. That's grooming. That's creepy as fuck. That very fucking French. But yeah. Oh, Miller's Crossing is such a great gangster movie. Is that the Netflix one, the Western? Oh, he did. The Coens did a remake of True Grit, which was a John Wayne film. Um, uh, and what's his name from Big Lebowski plays the lead. I liked the Netflix one, the Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which is actually I think 3 short films. And it Ballad of Buster Scruggs is much more lighthearted than many Coen Brothers films. Although they do some funny things like Burn After Reading, which people kind of shit on, but I quite like. Oh yeah, no, Safra, if you want creepy, look up the story of Macron and his wife who was his teacher. It's fucked up. Yes. Oh, No Country for Old Men. Bleak as fuck, but really well made film. And I thought their True Grit remake was really good. So Jeff Bridges, is that his name? I keep all the Jeffs, I'm getting them mixed up. But Jeff Bridges doing the John Wayne role, really good. Yeah, No Country for Old Men is such a bleak, fucked up film. But then again, it's based on a Cormac McCarthy book. And Cormac McCarthy books are bleak and fucked up. What's the other one they've made into a film? The Road with Viggo Mortensen. Again, very good, very well made. And I've read the book, The Road. I haven't read No Country for Old Men. I have read The Road, which is good, and the movie's good. The movie No Country for Old Men is good. Shit on movies, Hail Caesar. People shit on Hail Caesar. I like it. I don't love it, but I like it. Tribute to old Hollywood. Yeah. Hey, Fallen Dreams, how are you doing? My day's going fairly well. You know, I've made a couple cocktails. We're having chat. I've been fucking smashing it in movie trivia questions. Strictly Sakes doing, and as I always say when people join on Twitch, I use a service called StreamYard to restream to multiple platforms. Most people watch me on YouTube. Some people watch me on Twitch. Some people even occasionally watch me on Facebook. I might stop streaming to Facebook and stream to TikTok because you can do that, I think. I don't know shit about TikTok because I'm old. I do have a TikTok account though. I don't post anything on there. So you've been pretty good. Business been slow. What is your business? I'm keen to know. Yeah, I've forgotten what number you're up to. You're like 10 or something. Let's do the next question. What is the time? I am thinking of another time. Oh, you do tech computer repairs. Okay. I guess you're eventually going to get business because computers fuck up and need to be repaired. Also, we have a few people who are mad for the hardware geekery as well. So we always nerd out about something on the stream, like doing movie trivia, and sometimes it's technology. So if you want to talk tech, there was people who join in. What superhero film makes a homage to Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Post-credits scene in Deadpool, I assume you're referring to. You build gaming machines. Neat. Fix laptops as well. There you go. And Strictly Sega agrees. PC nerds here. So yeah. Well, of course, yeah. There's all the darkness about TikTok and China. I was right. It was Deadpool. It was it was actually the post credit sequence from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Is a post credit sequence in Deadpool. Like, what are you still doing here? It's over. Go home. And I have to admit, as dorky as it makes me, I am looking forward to Deadpool and Wolverine because the whole Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman thing that's been going on for a decade or more now, I find really humorous. Why do people live in freezing areas? I know some people like it. I'm very much a temperate person, I have to admit. Cash App you some breakfast money. I mean, okay, I legit will. Send me if you send me you want toast, send me a message on because I don't even know how Cash App works. I don't have Cash App. I don't think I can do that. You're saving a spot in a Blu-ray collection for Deadpool 3? Fair. Ah, which martial artist was in the Cannonball series? Jackie Chan. Although weirdly, I think he played a Japanese character, even though he's Chinese. Oh, actually, I do. Fall of Dreams. Discord. Where are you physically, by the way, Fallen Dreams? I'm just copying the invite link. Your ACT. Okay. Oh, Justin's ACT as well. That's the Discord. Feel free. I'm absolutely okay so long as you don't spam it. I'm absolutely okay, Fallen Dreams, with you if you want to put a thing about your business in there. Freaking go for it. Like, yeah, just don't do it a million times. But I'm completely on board with you dropping in and saying hi and saying, hey, this is what I do. I'm cool with that. Okay, a hard one. Yep, that's what sorry, I was just gonna do an innuendo and I'm not. What is the name of Burt? Oh, that is a difficult one. And I do not know. I have seen Boogie Nights. It's a great film, and Burt Reynolds is good in it. But I will. Yes, no. I think I've literally only watched Boogie Nights once, and again that was. Oh no, I don't think it was in a cinema. I think I watched it on like home video. But yeah, no, there's no way I know Burt Reynolds' character in Boogie Nights. All right, Fallen Dreams. That was the link. So go for it. And also, see, again, Boogie Nights, hard one. I see what you're doing there. Marky Mark and the big prosthetic dick. Oh, also, not really a spoiler for the new season of the Boys, but it's the second show I've watched this year where there's a dude doing full frontal nudity, and I seriously think the in both cases, the way they convince the dude to do the full frontal nudity is like, we will use special effects to give you this massive swinging dick. Like in both cases, the penises are not erect; they're flaccid, but they are ridiculously long, flaccid penises. So I think in both cases, and the two shows are The Boys on Prime and The Gentleman on Netflix. There's a dude does full frontal in both of them, and I think in both cases they said we will give you an absolute massive dick with special effects. I'm just saying. People talk about see whether they got a real thing. I don't remember. I remember the broad brushstrokes and some specific scenes in Boogie Nights. But yeah, they give you the money shot right at the end of Boogie Nights, where Marky Mark as Dirk Diggler is talking himself up in a mirror, and then they eventually show you his prosthetic dick. Okay, so name the movies called by the French a Western on Wheels. Is that the Mad Max movies? That kind of sounds like That could be a description of the Mad Max movies. If I was to refer to a Western in space, which movie would you think I was talking about? Also, TV series. Just throwing it out there. Oh yeah, no, the Cirque du Soleil performers in Fury Road, the Polecats, they were incredible. Yeah, okay, it was the Mad Max movies. Zardoz. Jesus Christ. No, I'm not referring to Zardoz. Zardoz, for those who don't know it, is an extremely fucking weird sci-fi movie Sean Connery made in the 70s. And seriously, someone should do a remake of Zardoz because it was so fucking weird. Oh, you actually do streams of doing your repairs. Okay, that actually sounds interesting. Actually, yeah, that's not what I was thinking of, Safa, but you are dead right. Star Wars is a space western. I agree. Oh, Outland is literally high noon. Like, I'm not even joking. Sean Connery film Outland is literally high noon, but that isn't what I was thinking of. Outland's from the 80s. I was thinking much more recent than that. It was a TV series and a movie. Your stream keeps pausing. Yeah, dude, that's the thing when you're doing stuff on the internet, when there's transmission problems, a million things could be causing it. The problem could be at my end. Problem could be at your end. Who the hell knows? Ugh. Micro, I'll put the Discord link in because Fallen Dreams asked for the Discord link. He's an Aussie. Got me some. I was thinking of Serenity. That's just a Western in space. Firefly / Serenity, whichever one you want to call it. That's just a Western in space. Oof, I was seriously thinking of do you wanna yeah. Doc Abigail will be mad you didn't get that. Yeah. Yeah, why does it have two names? The TV series was called Firefly and the movie was called Serenity. And Mrs. Angry, who's a sci-fi nerd, she had seen the Firefly TV series and I hadn't. And on one of our extremely early date nights, she said, let's see this movie, which was called Firefly. And I really fucking loved it. Oh, okay. I know that. Which writer was played by both Johnny Depp and Bill Murray? I'm not sure if Bill Murray was explicitly Hunter S. Thompson. Johnny Depp was. Johnny Depp was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Bill Murray was in Where the Buffalo Ran. They were both playing Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, I mean, it's so weird with Firefly being cancelled pre-streaming world. If it came out in streaming time, it'd probably still be running. Yeah, full on. You know what we're talking about. Yeah. So is Bill Murray in Where the Buffalo Roam literally Hunter S. Thompson, or is he kind of sort of Hunter S. Thompson? Because Johnny Depp was literally Hunter S. Thompson in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and Johnny Depp fucking hung out with Hunter S. Thompson to get his vibe right. Hunter S. Thompson, what a fucked up guy. Great writer. He's actually a really good writer, but real fucked up. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go get a bit of ice. I want to do something old-fashioned adjacent. So I'm going to go out and get a bit of ice. Get that. Oh, this will just actually, you know what? I'm going to do a pee break as well. So I'm going to put Aidsy IMDb says yes, he was literally Hunter S. Thompson. Okay. I have seen Where the Buffalo Roam, but I don't remember it clearly. You took an old necklace chain, cut some strips off, use a hot knife to weld plastic. I'm very concerned where this is going, Micro. Okay. Look, I might put AIDSy zombie apocalypse. Oh, what are we doing? Fucking Microsoft, I hate you with a passion. I just want to. New Netflix show watched 10 million times in its first day. Okay, I'll buy it. What are they talking about? Oh, Hitman. I actually enjoyed that. So go on my YouTube, my channel, videos. All right. I'm just going to put this on. Yeah, I know. Hitman's a movie, which I quite enjoyed. Your show's only go one season. I feel like there are quite a few that got cancelled too soon recently, actually. Um, right. So I'm just going to put AIDS on because I'll be gone for a couple of minutes. The zombie apocalypse news presentation. See that? Wait, fucking turn the microphone on. Sorry. Now I'm probably going to get a bunch of comments like, microphone's not on. It's on now. I was tossing up between having the batched barrel-aged cocktail I made or mixing up a quick old-fashioned. I'm going to do an old-fashioned. So I am. So I have an idea of what to do. Just a little bit of sugar syrup. Just a little bit. A little bit of sugar syrup. God, I'm really tossing up which whiskey. So many whiskeys. You know what? I haven't used Lark in ages. Overrated, overpriced. No, I'll do this. And Christmas brandy. There's my Christmas brandy. Oh, where is my Christmas brandy? Is that it? Spiced Christmas brandy. Okay. And a couple of dashes of aromatic bitters. All right. Sitten dün mit einer Old-Fashioned. Show your travel logs. Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, I'm going to do this because I'm really dubious about anything, but just the detail. I am going to show the detail you got because there's 4 pages of it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of travel logs. Fallen Gaming put his no. Business website for computer repair networking. I did want you to put that in there, so thank you. Wait, I'm still sharing. Okay, stop that. So what did I miss? What Hollywood blockbuster director has a bit role in Blues Brothers? You're saying it's right? It's Spielbergo? It's the guy who takes the money at the end. Who's the guy who checks off Jake's prison stuff? Oh, yeah, that's Frank Oz. Yeah, sorry. Frank Oz is the prison guard who checks off all the stuff. I was going to say Frank Oz was the one at the end, but Frank Oz was the one at the start. The Blues Brothers is such a wacky movie. Yeah. And honestly, if you read any stories about the making of the Blues Brothers, it's friggin' unhinged. There was so much cocaine involved. But yeah, it's some really over-the-top shiz. What does Jack type over and over again? Which some sucker did type over and over again. There were pages and pages of it. And I do love the reference in The Simpsons with What do you think of my masterwork, Marge? I'm thinking of calling it All Work and No Play Makes Homer something something. Uh, so it's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, but types it 1,000 times. Ooh. Oh, this is like gingerbread. Yes, you know the one, Sapa, with Homer. Go crazy. Don't mind if I do. On Strictly Saying you did it at the same time. It is a little bit trippy how much the government holds on to information, really. But that's governments for you. Okay, this is a really interesting old fashioned. Might make it for my YouTube channel. It tastes like gingerbread. Be a Christmas old fashioned gingerbread. Oh, it's fucking nuts. Or then maybe I'd remake it with a barrel strength whiskey. Oh my god, that's fucking nice though. That is really good. So, Safa, you arrived in Australia and partied like it was 1999. Ooh, a Pride Month question. We're going to love this. What film was about the first openly gay person to elected to public office in California? Harvey Milk. And spoiler alert, Harvey Milk, who was on the council of real person, Council of San Francisco, played by dodgy dude. Madonna's ex. I love referring to him as Madonna's ex because my brain has stopped working. But yeah, the character Harvey Milk, who was a counselor, and the mayor of San Francisco were killed by this guy who was a bit of a whack job. And his defense was so weird. Like they were trying to claim diminished responsibility, so he wouldn't be convicted of murder. And at one point, they were talking about because he ate too much junk food, his blood sugar was fucked up, and he went there, and it became known as the Twinkie defense, which is very weird. Sean Penn, fuck's sake, why could I not think of Sean Penn's name? I just completely blanked on Sean Penn's name. Man, this is fucking nice. I'm definitely going to make this another time. Maybe I will save it for Christmas, the Christmas spiced brandy. Yes. You know what I'm talking about, Micro, but thank you. I actually remembered it before I saw your thing. Hey, Celtic, how you doing? Good news about VD. Saw his GP started turning off alcohol. Oh, it fucking sounds like he should have medical supervision for detox. But that is good news. Please look, tell him genuine desire for him to get better. Not taking the piss, not ragging on him, just a genuine desire for him to get better. That's good. That's good. Tell him I think that is a really good positive step and it shows his strength as a person because it's a difficult step to take to admit you need that help. I think he's doing the right thing. I think it's a bold, strong, brave thing that he's doing, and he should follow through with it. No taking the piss, no sarcasm, just 100% genuine. Want him to follow through on that. Yeah, just tell him, Celtic. Think he's doing good stuff, and he should stick with it. Because getting help, it's real important. God, I was going to have an alcoholic drink. I think probably should. Maybe I'll just go and get some water. Actually, I might just go get some water because I have a sort of can of mineral water there. I want to drink that. I might disappear really quickly and get some water. Drink some water before bedtime. Oh, excellent question. Pussy Galore is from which Bond movie? No idea. I think it's a Roger Moore. But as I say that, I'm honestly not sure. I'm half thinking it might be Sean Connery. Um, no way. I know. I'd just be doing a blind guess. Goldfinger. But that's a blind guess. Oh, you're going to give me multiple choice? Okay. Give me multiple choice on which Bond movie Pussy Galore was in, which is honestly hilarious. Oh, it was Goldfinger. Okay. I That was an educated guess, but it was a guess. I'm not that. I have seen. I've probably seen all the James Bond. I certainly saw all the Roger Moore films. I might not have seen. I might not have sat through all the Timothy Dalton ones. I might not have sat through all the Pierce Brosnan ones. That's okay. Yeah, we'll take a break with questions. That's all right. I am kind of hanging out into who the next James Bond is going to be. That interesting. I thought the most recent Bond was really interesting. Daniel Craig, because I thought Casino Royale was just the best James Bond film. I thought it was so good, and just as a reboot, because reintroducing and it's like a James Bond origin story. I thought Casino Royale was fucking incredible. I could be wrong, but I'm almost sure Craig's not doing any more James Bond. And then the rest of Daniel Craig's ranged from good to average to what was the one? Quantum of Solace was fucking stupid. The rest were good though. Skyfall was good. Really good characters in Skyfall. Oh, Celtic. There's only like 20 of them, dude. Go back and watch them chronologically. Like start with Sean Connery, James Bond, which is like just so fucking politically incorrect. Yeah, okay, yeah, confirm. Yeah, I was pretty sure Craig was done with Bond. Hey, Music Dave Eddie, you finished your band. Yeah, we got half an hour to still go. Yeah, start with Dr. No. Connery is genuinely a good Bond. This maybe God. This is a joke from QI, the British panel show, QI, aka Quite Interesting, which there must be 20 something seasons of. And it's quite an old one where one of the panelists, because there's a James Bond question, Sean Connery and whatnot, and the folklore is that Sean Connery did not impress that much in his audition for James Bond. But Cubby Broccoli, who was the producer, said the reason he ended up choosing Connery is he happened to look out the window of their building and see Sean Connery just walking across the car park. And he said Connery walked like a panther, which is what sold him. And the panelist on QA says, what's interesting to me about that is it means Connery was going through the car park on all fours. It's probably funnier in my head than it is there. Yeah. So, Music Aid, what have you been doing? Lions International Convention, doing Parade of Nations from the Shrine of Remembrance to somewhere. Got roped into play. Oh, marching band. Dude, that's fucking testing you. Playing the music and marching. From the Shrine of Remembrance to somewhere. All right, that sounds good. All right. Oh, very good. So no, okay, I'm going to go and get this. This will just take me less than a minute, 30 to 60 seconds. I'm just going to get some water. I feel like I should drink a bit of water before bedtime. That is true. I just thought I should get some water. So just try to get some water. Which of course will do that. Yeah. I also just thought Alrighty. Let's sit down. Oh, Mrs. Angry thought I'd finished the live stream. I explained I was just getting water, which means I'll have to get up and pee in the middle of the night. So, oh my God, okay, so Music Aviator, you're doing that marching thing at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, carrying your trumpet on the tram. Oh, yeah, I think it's going to be really cold at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday, actually. God damn. I was just talking about that, how cold this week is. What are they saying for Saturday? Come on. Fucking, what are we doing here? Bomb. What's Bomb saying for Saturday morning? Yeah, about 7 degrees. Possibly drizzling. Not a lot. They're not predicting a lot of rain, but maybe a little bit. But fucking 2 degrees overnight? Tonight? That's fucked. At least I'm working from home tomorrow, but fuck me. Oh yeah, Fallen Dreams, because you're in ACT, which is more notoriously colder than Melbourne. Justin's also in the ACT. Ah, damn. And as I've mentioned often, I went to uni in Bathurst, which is kind of in the foothills of the Blue Mountains. My record there, I think, was minus 14 Celsius. You've got aircon in your workshop. Well, that's okay then. Oh, a hard question. Okay. 2 films directed by Ong Lee. Well, Hulk. And okay, actual proper film directed by Ong Lee. I have this overwhelming urge to cheat and look it up, but I'm going, what was Ong Lee actually famous for? Memoir of a Geisha? Did Ong Lee direct that? So for you, it's going to be -1 for you? Yeah, it's going to be fucking cold tonight. You'll pay Hulk, yeah. What was Ong Lee's Hulk film called? Was it Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, or because Ong Lee did correct me if I'm wrong, but Ong Lee did the one which was really comic-y, like they did the split panels on the screen like a comic. Did Ong Lee actually do Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon? I fucking love that movie. That's fucking awesome. The speech at the end when the dude's been poisoned and his unrequited lady love says, like, save your breath, and he gives a speech that's along the lines of, I've wasted my whole life not telling you how I feel. I'm happy to use my last breath to like tell you I love you. I'm just like, fucking hell, dude. Also, there's just great action sequences in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Celtic, you had a dream about AIDS. He had a punch on with a personification of stupidity. He visited me, picked up, flew to Queensland, punched on with Pauline Hanson. Dude, that's not a dream. That's a vision of a true thing. So Ong Lee directed Sense and Sensibility, another one with Emma Thompson and Kate Winslet. All right, I'm just gonna fucking look it up. Ong Lee. Taiwanese. Okay. God, Ong Lee directed Life of Pi and Brokeback Mountain. Okay, Lust Caution is one of his Asian films. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Hulk. I did Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, which I've still never seen. Gemini Man, Wedding Banquet, Sense and Sensibility, Ice Storm. Holy shit. Jesus, Ong Lee's done some wild shit. I remember, seeing Eat, Drink, Man, Woman, which was a big film the year it was released. The year it was released, David Letterman did the Academy Awards. He hosted the Academy Awards, and he's talking about, and one of his bits was a big film this year was Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. And he says, incidentally, that's how Arnold Schwarzenegger asked Maria Shriver out on their first date. And then they cut to a shot of Arnold Schwarzenegger sitting next to his wife, Maria Shriver, and Arnold's just going, yeah. Maria Shriver is in fucking hysterics. She is losing it. That was a really good joke. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, Ong Lee is a fucking amazing filmmaker. Oh yeah, Safa, Robert Irwin suing Hansen. Yeah, Justin's bringing up too. Pauline Hanson's a steaming polish, and the whole thing, like, okay, for those who don't know it, Pauline Hanson has someone who makes animations for her on YouTube, which are fucked and stupid. But they had one with an animated version of Robert Irwin parroting her fuckery, and yeah, they got like a cease and desist from a lawyer saying, take that down or we're going to sue you for defamation because Robert Irwin definitely doesn't support your racist fuckery. And Pauline Hanson, being the lying, hypocritical sack of fucking shit that she is, goes, lighten up. But she famously, successfully sued the drag artist Pauline Pantsdown for the parody song I'm a Backdoor Man, which was a cut up of sound bites of Pauline Hanson. And it's just like, it's typical of the right, particularly the far right. They are liars, they are cowards, they are hypocrites, they are steaming piles of shit. But again, never fucking descend to the level of these right-wing fuckheads when they say things about, oh yeah, cancel culture. Blah, blah, blah. They are liars. They are cowards. They argue in bad faith. They are hypocrites. They are steaming piles of shit. They are utterly contemptible. And there is no value whatsoever in engaging with them because they'll just lie. They will lie. They will shift the goalposts. They will argue in bad faith. They are just fucking filth. And you should just go like, yeah, you fucking suck. You're a steaming pile of shit. And I still occasionally get fuckwits on various forms of social media who do some dumb shit who expect me to either go along with them or debate them. And it's just like, no, you're a liar and a coward and a hypocrite, and you argue in bad faith. And I'm not going to do anything but tell you to go fuck yourself, because there is nothing whatsoever to be gained in engaging with you, because you're a lying sack of shit. Oh, Celtic, again, saying Steve Irwin would find it funny is low, but she's much lower than that. Music better. I never get to know when things are rolling out NBN. You're all too occupied with keeping stuff working. Yeah. And methods stealing cable. Oh my God. It literally happens occasionally in Melbourne, probably somewhere else, where weird criminals, because you can make some money with scrap metal, they steal the overhead wires from tram lines and train lines. And it's like, fucking what? Like, the likelihood of you getting killed doing that is quite high. And it's just like, damn, criminals are stupid, yo. I also want to go on record as saying is one of the most bullshit tropes Hollywood has ever sold to us is the criminal mastermind. There aren't criminal masterminds. They're just not. Criminals tend to be pieces of shit, and where they are successful, it's because they're willing to do terrible, fucked up shit that the rest of us aren't willing to do. And that's how they make money out of criminality, not by being a mastermind, because they're not. Most of them are really fucking stupid. It's just they're willing to do really ruthless shit. And yeah, being prepared to be worse than 90% of humanity doesn't make you a mastermind. It makes you an amoral fucking asshole. Oh yeah, I keep reading about that. I don't know that it's such a big thing in Australia, but the stealing of catalytic converters. Um, I keep reading about that in the US. Done it to one place 3 or 4 times. Yeah. Also, there was a period way back I worked for an insurance company where I was looking at trends in damage and fraud and whatnot. And one of the weirdest thing is when individual parts of luxury cars were worth a huge amount of money. So, like, even if you couldn't steal a luxury car, if you could rip the front grille off, say, a Mercedes with the lights and everything, that part was worth so much money. It was worth ripping it off. And it's just like, man, that is fucking weird. Justin, your uncle's wife's maiden name was Irwin. She thought it was against. Oh, so what? She was actually related? You go better. You had a tech on site night fixing vandalized cable. Yeah, whole time he fixed it. By the time he got to the end, the start had been stolen again. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm always floored when it's like, oh yeah, the trains aren't running on this line because someone stole the overhead cable, and it's just like, Jesus Christ, the likelihood of being killed doing that is so high. Again, criminals, not smart. The Hollywood trope of the criminal mastermind, total bullshit. Ugh. It's weird. The whole world is weird. What are we? Okay, it's Tuesday. Because I had a 4-day weekend. Anyone's watching the streams knows this. I had planned a road trip with Dr. Abigail. We were going to leave on Friday to go to Sydney for the celebration of life party for Grasshopper, and literally last minute technical things happened, logistical things, not technical things, which meant we couldn't do it, which was like fucked as. And so then I had the decision to make, oh, okay, so this is not happening. We're not going to do this. I'd taken leave on Friday and Monday. And it's like, okay, do I cancel that and just go to work? And I was like, no, you know what? Fuck it. I'm giving myself the consolation of a 4-day weekend. So as a result, I was at work today and I'm totally disoriented. After a 4-day weekend, I'm just like, I don't know what day of the week it is. It's Tuesday. Okay. So tomorrow, all things being equal, gonna probably watch Bridgerton with Mrs. Angry, actually. Second half of the season of Bridgerton. We finished Sweet Tooth on Netflix. There's like 3 seasons of that based on a comic. It's worth watching. If you haven't watched it, it's not legendary TV, and in fact, it's extremely easy to poke holes in it because some of the stuff is quite silly. But it was worth watching. It's nothing. Oh god. Oh. So, music editor, you don't have to care about the vandalism. You're just network. That's fair. Oh, don't you know what I do? I've worked in IT for like 25 years, Celtic. I was a contractor for most of that. I work in cybersecurity now. Okay, Celtic, you like the shirt. You always say you like the shirt, and I appreciate it. This is one I quite like. So, okay. So it's the bowling shirt style. There's a couple of cocktails there, but I have to show this off because most of the shirts, what's on the front is also on the back. This one is different, so I have to show it off. That's right. There's a cat on the back. So I just wanted to show that off. I know you always like the shirt. And my friend, I always appreciate your appreciation. I like all my cocktail shirts, some more than others. This is one I particularly like. This might even be in my top 5. And I quite like that, unlike one of the others, most of the others where the front is the same as the back, this actually has the completely different thing on the back with the cat. It's the bed's still myself. For a second, I was going, what the fuck are you talking about? My bed's fine. Oh, but you mean this bed. This bed. For those who don't know, there's a bed under there. I used to sleep in that on party night streams, after party night streams. I haven't for ages because I need to clean the bed. And anyway, strictly saying, look, I've still got the golf cart bar kit. Didn't you want that? We were going to. You just have to pay for the postage. You can get it. The golf cart, and that came from my friend Dave Blumenstein. That's from the 70s, from his granddad's stuff. Yes, Safa, the messy bed is official angry law. The bed is a disaster area. Look, we've got the carrot. We've got the soft toy carrot. It's got the little arms and the little legs. Soft toy carrot. Silly things in there. Yeah, well, okay. Message me on fucking Discord, man. Just gotta work out the postage. I will happily send it to you. It's kind of cool, but I have no real use for it. But 70s golf cart bar kit, I will send to you. Yes, no, I will send that too. Yeah. Where is that? Just trying to think. You know what? Actually, dude, seriously, if we work out the postage, because I actually kept a little bit of the blend that's not barrel aged. Oh God, Justin, sorry, you're meat defrosted. You're really late dinner. Jesus. Oh, currently the Angry Offspring are sharing a place. They did. They moved into a place together, but I think young Mr. Angry is going to move into a place with some friends. And young Ms. Angry said she'd just keep that place up. And she was like by herself, but I think she maybe has someone she's starting up a relationship with. They might move in with her. Okay. So, okay. I'm literally mildly confused at the moment. What did I do with the barrel-aged whiskey blend? It's right fucking there. It's not confusing at all. Nope, it's right there. Now I don't know what that is. What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ, I make these things and then I forget what they are. But if I go over here to the other mysterious cupboard of mystery, which has the sex hats in it. What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Mrs. Angry keeps telling me to label things, and I go, no, I don't have to. But I absolutely forget. No, that's the whiskey blend. Okay. I need to get some of these little and whiskey in. I have to work out where to get them, but I can do it. Oh, just talking about that made me momentarily think, I'm going to drink some whiskey. I'm not going to. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. So, oof. Oh, that was nice. All right. Mental note, closer to Christmas, so like 6 months from now, I'm going to do that Christmas old fashioned with a barrel strength whiskey and the Christmas spice brandy. Because that was fucking awesome. Man, I love those maraschino cherries. Candied cherries in marasca syrup. Fucking yum. God damn, that's good. It's only 1 Celsius where you are, Safa. I don't think we're meant to get down to 2 overnight, but I think it's meant to be like 7 or 8 in the morning when it's happening. Let me double check. What's the bureau saying? They're saying it's like 6 now. Yeah, and it's going to get down to 2 at 6 a.m. and then slowly start warming up at 8 a.m. Jesus Christ, that means it's going to be 2 when I get up. God damn it. Safa, tomorrow, probably going to watch Bridgerton. Second half of the new season of Bridgerton. Haven't watched it yet. Have watched the first half. Second half went live last week, but we've been preoccupied with other things, so we haven't done it yet. I am also watching stuff that Mrs. Angry doesn't want to watch, like the new season of The Boys. I watched half of Godzilla -1, which is pretty good, an actual Japanese Godzilla movie. Dubbo would get Sub-Zero regularly in winter. You gave her in Broady, it's 1, yeah. Currently, Jesus. Honey, are you counting down? 10.5 weeks left in winter. We're probably going into now the coldest 4 weeks of winter, I think. Yeah, negative. We get Sub-Zero regularly in winter in Dubbo. But what was weird about Dubbo is it would get into the teens during the day. So you'd wake up in the morning and it'd be in single figures Celsius, cold as fuck. Go to school, rug up with like 3 or 4 layers, and by the afternoon it would be in the mid-teens. So much warmer than morning. It was real fucking fucked. Michael, you love Japanese Godzilla? There was a new one. It won the Academy Award for Best Effects. I've watched half of it. It's pretty good. Godzilla -1. Good movie. Like I said, I've watched the first half of it. Probably the first 2/3. It's pretty fucking good. And at some point I'll watch the rest of it. But yes, I would definitely recommend watch Godzilla -1. Yeah, definitely check it out. It's on streaming services, but yeah. Anyway, it's like midnight. I'm going to go to bed now. I feel somewhat virtuous that I drank water, that thing. And as much as then we started talking about whiskey, and I didn't drink more whiskey, although I was very tempted to. I have to get some little plastic things so I can send samples. Which is need to work that out. We'll do with it. Yeah, Sleepy Bobo's almost definitely back on Thursday. We'll see what happens. It's date night on Saturday, so I won't be doing any stream on Saturday, but probably Thursday and Friday. So you'll take care, and I will see you another time.